Hello, I'm back again. It's rather hot and sweaty where we are still on Monday, the what is it now? The 11th of September. Um, I kind of gave in to temptation because we'd had so much fun with the last box. I got another one, not opened yet. 4 kilos of goodness and fun to see what we can find, and I've had this since Wednesday, Thursday, and it's taken all of my strength and power not to open it, but to save it for you. So, yes, I've been very disciplined. I've been very busy. I've got big plans for my eBay store this week. I am going to simplify and downsize. I am going to take some of my stock off being listed, and I'm actually going to take it to the boot fair with me. I'm going to do an extra day at the boot fair and get rid of bric-a-brac I no longer need or want. And I'm going to get rid of stuff that's just not doing anything for me. I'm condensing my store a bit. I'm trying to simplify my life because I'm working too hard, basically. So, well, oh, hello, somebody's joined me. It's not just me on my own then, because you get a bit Billy No-Mates with these things. So I'm going to open this lovely box, tip some of it out. Hello, Lizzie and Louie. And I'm going to see what we can see. Last time was amazing. I really don't expect that this time. But I just kind of thought, if we're on a roll, and it goes to a charity, so, you know, there's that. Good karma. We're in. Oh, this makes me want to sneeze when I open a box of things because it's dusty. Useful packaging. Useful packaging. Useful packaging. Right, we'll put that away. It's kind of lunchtime, isn't it? So I guess that people might be out and about and doing other things, making the most of the fact that for us down here in the southeast, this is our last day of the heat wave, and it is pretty hot, but it's not as hot as it has been. Haven't been sleeping so well either. Here we go. Yeah, 4 kilograms of goodness. I've got my bags ready. I've got one for broken stuff I'll sell in lots, and stuff that I may sell separately. I do tend to go through it again later and review. And it was only about 2 weeks ago as well. Very, very encouraging. 2 grey bags. Right. So we'll do one and see how we go. It could be very quick, or it could be a lot to look at, so we don't really know. Hello, Antoinette. Lovely to see you. Oops. I know some of you have had rain. Some people have had a lot of rain. Too much rain. And many people have said to me, why is it just so hot? And then why do we get all the rain? You know, the point with the global warming is it's not about getting warmer in the sense of, oh, it's a nice day. It's about extremes of weather. And we're certainly getting more. So all as predicted back in the 80s. Just saying. Right. Onwards. Let's get in. Always much excitement when this sort of thing happens. I think I do these. I love going and picking stuff, but the idea of a bag just sometimes really appeals. So we'll tip it out and I'll angle you downwards so that you can see. Right, here we are. We're going in. Let's see if I can do this. And there we go. It's not a perfect view. I can only apologise for my lack of skill. Well, as you can see, we have a lot of them have labels still on, so we might try and get a few of those gone because they get in the way. Although the tags themselves can be quite useful for labelling other things. It does tend to knock things together. I see something I quite like the look of already. Can you see it jingle? I do like a bit of a jingly. I know these are a bit too a penny, but they are rather sweet. It's a modern one, of course. A nice little lobster claw clasp. But it's in pretty good nick, actually, I must say. It's in pretty good nick. Nice little... it's got a coin stuck. Nice little sort of Cleopatra style. Egyptian, Middle Eastern, belly dancer type Dingly dangly. Everything seems to be present. It's not worn. No makeup, but I rather like that. That may end up in a lot. I might sell it separately. Sometimes I just don't know. And it also depends a little bit on what comes out of here. Oh, this is a corker. Bit of a statement. These are acrylic beads, and I think it's been it's had a life. It's also missing a stone, so sadly that will end up in craft. Who made it? SAVS. I don't know, but that will need to go in craft because that is busted. And I'll replace stones on things that I'm really in love with, but I'm not going to. I'm curious about what the hell this is. It's not jewellery. I don't think I'm the first person that's had a problem with things not being jewellery. What's it say? Umbra. Okay, it's a little pouch to put things in, but it is also very triangulated with some chains. So we may just have to come back to that. Oh, good Lord. I'm just hunting out something that's got is that a face? Is that a face? What is that? I think it's meant to be a face, but it looks a little unusual. Oh, hang on, it has got a label. It's made by somebody. Well, they're all made by somebody, but you know what I mean. They're telling me who it is. So it's got a little round tag with it. Now that's why I need my loop. You see, professional to the end. Let's find a loop. It's underneath all the shiz you can't see around the table. Surprisingly difficult to read. Big Metal London. Really? Don't think I've heard Big Metal London. I mean, it's not silver or anything, it's costume, but it is really rather sweet. We'll just check the clasp, because these sort of clasps can sometimes be silver. These sort of shaped ones, so it's worth a peek. I'm not feeling it for this one. No, it's not. But that's nice. That can go in a lot. I do like ones with faces on, even if they make me giggle. Here we have a nice stretchy bracelet. Just these nice glass beads. It's perfectly decent. Nothing wrong with that. So that's all right. Oh, I shall try not to make loud, clanky noises. Just trying to get the big stuff out first, because that will make life a little bit easier. This is it's a mess. It's a tangulation. Dear Lord, what is going on here? It's because all of these have literally been dumped into a bag with the price tag that the charity was trying to get for them still on. So I need to go and remove those because we don't need that. This is it's a nice resin. It's a lovely colour actually. Nice colour blue. Perfectly sound. Going up. I think that's probably a bit of an earring. Stick that there for the meanwhile. Oh, okay. Allergy. Is this what? Do you wear this to highlight that you have an allergy, but you haven't said what the allergy is? I'm not sure about that. I'll have to look into it. Mystifying. Oh, people are in and I've not said hello. Her face, yes. We do love a good bundle, don't we? Sorry, my computer keeps trying to notify me to do things, and what it's basically saying is, pay us this money and you can do this. This is a little stretchy with some nice little beads on. Good stretch on it. It's kind of knowing where to start first, isn't it? This is rather nice enamel. Don't think anyone particular has made it. A nice bangle. Very 70s in style. Mystified by this. What are you? Are you just a thing that dangles on the end of a chain, or do you serve some purpose? We'll find out. Or at least we might do if we can get the thing out. So how the devil is everybody? Having fun? Enjoying what remains of the summer? Yes, I got some washing out today. It was sort of rushed to get it done before the weather turned. It's on a very nice chain. Unsilver, of course, but yeah, I'm not sure what this is. I'm not entirely sure it is anything. Very odd. Purely decorative, I'm guessing. You kind of feel like it should be a bottle where the lid comes off, but that's not happening. It's really nice. But a mystery to me. I spy some plastic kitty beads. And they're not really much good to anyone, not even craft. Okay, we have a little bonus hair in it, because these catch hairs. As anyone who's ever worn one will know. Get rid of those, because no one wants that. Perfectly sound necklace otherwise, really. Just really need to get that clean. I'm not putting that in the bag until I've cleaned it. Okay, random. Rubbish. Oh, hello, what were you? That was obviously a broken bit of something. So that will go into craft. That looks like a sort of a stylised butterfly with sparklies. So that's going to be a craft. I think this is... Let's get my craft bag out. Where's my craft bag? Ah, there it is. The pink beads in. Excuse the nails. I'm so sorry, they're really awful. Oh, that's very cute. This looks like amethyst with possibly a moss agate and some quartz. Let's see if we're on silver, but it's really rather nice. Feels like it might be, but you never know. Perhaps not, but that's really rather cute. So that comes up a lot. Of course, some sparkly corkers in here, I can tell you. I don't know where to begin. There's some very faux pearlies. I was putting together another pearly lot actually, because I know that people like either to sort of layer them up or craft with them. That's yeah, that's more of a kiddie style pearl. It's not particularly nice pearl, so I think go over there. Oh, hairband anyone? I think that can just go. Ooh, okay, it's a sweet pair of earrings on. What for £3 for these? I wonder why. You do wonder sometimes. They seem to have slightly different ear hooks, ear wires. One is a brassy colour and one is a silvery colour. But they're quite cool. I mean, they're vintagey style. So yeah, they're fine. Get the price off and just put them together into a lot. Do like me a paperclip style chain. This is a modern one. A 2-layer gold tone. And who are we? Oh, that's the Oliver Bonus. That sells quite well. I will check it more carefully for any signs of wear. That may very well end up in a lot, because that adds some value to the lot, which is what we want to do. And I've got more than enough stuff to be selling. Oh, who's in? Lex is in. Hello, Lex is in the house. Karen is in. Right, I've got you at an angle, you see, so I'm not paying attention. Modern piece with a bit of a dark gunmetal sparkly bits on there. It's a good old tangly lot, this. What is going on? These look like they're new with tags. Okay. And this is just a very sweet, delicate little adjustable. One of these slider bracelets. That was Miss Selfridge. That's rather nice. Rather sweet. That's how I put that in the lot, because I know I won't. I know I won't sell them. There was another one somewhere. What did I do with it? Dropped it. Most likely. There was another one. Oh, here it is. Oh, very similar. But with, well, it's tiniest butterfly on it, and it's another one of these adjustable bracelets. So, yeah, cute. But unsilvered too. Oh, no, I like these. I don't know. I need to work out what these are made of. Because this is the New Zealand fishhook symbol, which is very sacred to New Zealand people. I think that could be a resin rather than a carved bone, but I'll look into it because I like those. Right, where are we? Oh, I can't ignore this chunky monkey. Right, let's get the ticket off. Let's get the ticket off. Oh, God, get myself in a knot. Wow, wowzer. Sort of brass toned with this kind of, it has got a slight AB treatment to it on these crystals. They're glass, they're not plastic. I think they're glass. It's very hard to tell, isn't it? So there we go, nice chocolate collar. I mean, you get the odd broken bits in here, but generally I think they're actually quite good for not. Oh, it's a flutterby. The obligatory flutterby. Back. Okay, knots akimbo. Much knottage. Something there is broken. It's all caught up on it. This is actually really rather sweet. Little butterfly in profile. I think that might be missing a little bit of enamel though, so I think that's going to have to go into the craft. Bit of wear to the back. So let me put that in craft. I thought they were going to get £3 for that. Slightly ambitious. I'd say missing things, so I have got a few odd beads kind of floating around. Yeah. We'll see. Yeah, this is a pendant. There may be a chain that goes with it. It's a very chunky silver tone pendant. So we'll see if we can find the if it's just come off a chain. Oh, another corker. Some of these do better than others. I think it's fair to say. They were very popular for quite a long while. Have we got... No, it's missing stone. I've just realised. But they're great for harvest because they have lots of different stone sizes in them. Ooh. Now I like this. It's modern. If I got it the right way around. No, there we are. See if I can show you properly. Look at that church. Certainly see you coming with that. Now they've got... Some of these are kind of a frosted brushed finish and some are a smooth finish with a nice mesh chain. That's kind of cool. I'm just trying to see if something is broken there, I think, or if it's fixable. Right, that might be something I can fix. We'll see. I may do, or it may end up in craft. I rather liked it. I was gutting. I was out this morning and I was getting my new pair of glasses. It's a very straightforward bangle there, not very high quality, but perfectly decent. Picking up my glasses and I popped into a charity shop and had a nice Ralph Lauren Sport quilted jacket. It was in the men's section. It wasn't men's, it was ladies. Inspected it, what I thought was fairly carefully, went to the till and paid £18 for it. And as I was about to walk off with my purchase, I realised there was a little bit of a hole in the back. So right there and then, luckily, I was able to get a refund right there and then. I was gutted though because it's a good thing, but you can't buy things with holes, especially not something like that. This is new on its card. This is M&S and it's silver plated, so you've got a set of little earrings there, blue glass, and that little. That's kind of cute. That's nice because that's new on card. I might sell that as a set, just because it's pretty. Just because it's pretty. Random. Not jewellery. Definitely not jewellery. I would say this is a less interesting. It hasn't quite got the variety of interesting jewelleries. This is all a bit on the wonk. There we go. I think that's better. This is a... Oh, it's that way around. There we go. Pendant on a lace type, shoelace type thick cord. I'm not seeing that it's by anybody. It looks like it's an M&S or something like that. But there you go. Quite a nice statement there. It's getting dangly. Bit of a vintage earring that's busted. Yeah, there's a few more busted things, I think. But you know, it's kind of swings and roundabouts, isn't it? Now, what have we here? It's a pretty little, I think that's a glass. It may be an agate. I've not got Presidium on at the moment. It looks more like a glass to me. Little dangle on a memory wire. Choker. Could these be silver? Are they? No, I don't think they smell like silver. But once your hands get dirty, it's really hard to tell. I will probably test that, but I am fairly convinced that it's not going to be silver. Because you get a bit of an instinct for these things after a while. This is one of those necklaces which is made by the painstaking process of wrapping paper, I believe. But not something that I'm particularly in love with. Well, this is nice. And it still has a safety chain, but it's very folded over on itself, so bear with. It's like a snake that doesn't want to be. I should put my glasses on really so I can see properly. You can probably see better than I can. Sort of a tennis bracelet. I'd have to check it carefully to see if it's missing stones, and I think it probably is, which is a shame. Let's see if anyone's owning up to making it. Nope. But when they have the little safety chain clasp, you kind of think that it's going to be quality. I'll look at that more closely. That may very well have to end up in a broken vintage lot, because it's very pretty. Right. Who have we got here? Sorry, I'll check this again. You were photographing My Little Ponies. Oh yes. Well, Lex and her little ponies. Something I know nothing about, but when you accidentally find out you're quite good at something, you may as well take advantage. And you got quite a big batch on this last time. You had to do their hair, I believe. All that sort of washing and conditioner. Oh man. Here we go. I love Goldstone. I know it's man-made. I like the blue version of it as well. That's just a little heart. I might give that to my friend Anne to sell in her stall, because she has a jewellery store, and I think she would quite enjoy selling that. Or it'll end up in a lot, depending how lazy I'm feeling. Because, you know, effort and all. Right, we have a little bracelet here. That feels like glass. It looks a lot like a stone, but it feels like glass. Could be silver. It's obviously one of these crafted ones. I don't think it is, but I will test. Right, I have a pile of things to test. Where did I put them? Oh, there. That's right. Okay. Things to test. Let's do that with that. There we go. Right. Well. How many have you got? 10 generation 1. Some have come up well. Well, yes, because some are very rare, aren't they? This is the extraordinary thing. If you get something that's sought after, I remember that one that you sold for hundreds. This little stretch bracelet. Gotta get my nerves with these little tags. Hang on. Do this carefully without actually cutting the jewellery. That would be the best thing. And I'll start undoing the clasps because it's an interesting triangulation going on here. And nobody wants to be here all week because you've all got work to do. I'm guessing. I'm going up the garage, and the reason I'm going up the garage later this afternoon is because although it's bloody hot out there, my garage is quite a cool place to be, temperature-wise. It's a mess otherwise. It's quite a good place to be. So I don't mind being up there when the weather's like this. That's cool. Sort of like graduated hexagons. We all like a hexagon. Sadly unsilver. I think it's M&S. Yes, it's M&S. But that's really rather lovely. That can go in a lot, so we'll enjoy that. Oh. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Tangles, tangles, tangles. Right, this is modern, but quite nice. If I can get it to all be the right way around. Without breaking it. Okay, that's actually quite a nice design. Vintagey in style, a bit mid-century modern in style, nice and shiny, looks unworn, just a little collar length. Beauty, so that can go in there, into a lot. Gosh, this feels as light as a feather. It's one of these where it's bits of shell, mother of pearl. Oh, the phone's about to go. And some very light silver tone metal. Some little carved or moulded plasticky bits into florals. Again, it's in really, really good shape. No name to it, but really, really sweet. That can go to a lot. There's some long necklaces in here that are causing trouble. I shall have to have a word. They're kind of all backed up on each other. Okay, we seem to have a chain on its own. I sort of save those up to the end because they might be missing something. Oh, no, it's not on its own. It's just caught up in that. Where did you go now? Now that's what happens, you see. You drop it and then you'll never see it again. Okay, this says WBE, copyright WBE on the back. It's a little enamel fronted thing. Oh, it's Harry Potter. We all love a bit of Harry Potter. That's Warner Brother Enterprises, isn't it? WBE. Let's see if we can get this out, and then that'll make things a lot easier. Because everything is made trains with this one. Such fun. I have to do this now because my office actually gets really warm because the sun will come round a bit later. So it's like, I have to do this morning. This is not going to lay flat. This is going to be annoying. But I think you can see what we've got here. It's these layers of feathers in silver tone with an antique look. There we go. It looks quite layered up. That's actually quite nice. No one's claiming that they've made it. But there we go. That's quite a little bit tribally, a little bit Native American influence style, perhaps. Ooh, that's something interesting. Oh, I like this. Now, this has had a lot of wear. This is not silver. And these are enamel bits in the middle. So it's just a little toggle clasp bracelet. It's kind of cute. Could sell it separately. Might do, might not. Might end up in a lot. There we go. That's quite sweet. It's possibly going to end up in a lot because I'm very aware that I have a lot of bracelets. In fact, I've got a lot of everything. What am I saying? So, yeah, there we go. You can go to a lot. Someone else can have the pleasure. Little stretchy. Stones are a bit yellowed on that, so that can go to craft. You can use it. And we've got a resin long strand here. Nice autumnal colours. Brown is very much having a moment, I'm led to believe. So it's not my colour, admittedly. But sorry, just get rid of some of these labels, try and make it a bit easier. Don't cut the chain. Can you imagine if somebody finds you halfway put a chain in half? Make things a little easier. This is modern, but it's got a maker attached, so if we can get this out. I like this, it's a very unusual chain link. It's gold tone, and it is Avon. Avon, I've got to admit, I've been fooled by a couple of Avon pieces because they look quite convincing. That's really rather lovely. And I quite like that because it's unusual, so I may sell that separately. What if I drop it on the floor? I do always go through and sort of resort things. There's a clasp here. I don't think that's silver anything in craft. I'm finding. Oh, that's a very fine chain. That's a very promising looking chain, but unfortunately it is broken. It's very, very fine. And it's very, very broken. But there's always a scrap pile, I guess. Let's have a look. 575 Italy. That's 14 carat. We have gold. It's for the scraps pile. Gold. Gold. It's the thinnest thing you've ever seen. Absolutely gutted that that's broken. But oh, hello, Hydron. Oh. Right, okay, well, we'll put that to one side and we'll go back in. Gold. Yay. Maybe the rest of the chain is in there somewhere. It wasn't me that broke it. Just saying. It wasn't me. Oh, this is cute. This is definitely costume, but vintage. This is dyed howlite or something similar. Might even be a resin. It's quite cute. So that's rather nice. I must admit, I tend to put sort of everything in a lot now because I used to split up what I thought was vintage and what wasn't, or I don't have the time now, really. So, you know, it's getting to the point now where everything's going in. Oh, this is about to fall apart. And this is, I think this is like, sorry, you really can't see, but these are religious. This has a religious theme to it with hearts. And it's so stretched, it's going to go bang. So I'm actually going to put that in craft because maybe someone can do something nice with it. Tiny, tiny little ring. I've learned in my experience, never ignore the tiny, tiny rings because people do make tiny, tiny rings. And precious metals. This one, however, is not. But hey ho, that's fine. It's worth checking. You know, it's dangerous to assume. Let's go, oh, it can't be anything. So it's always worth a look. Gold, yes. Yeah, a bit of gold. Very happy with that. I mean, 14 carat, even if it's very little of it, it's all exceedingly helpful. Just a little look at this. I think it's just grubby rather than mark. Sadly. Not missing any stones though. Sorry, the lighting is shocking. Absolutely shocking. That was just a nice oval. Contemporary necklace. And still this weird pouch is all hooked up in here. Oh, I've seen. Looks like labradorite. Oh, is it though? Well, is that a clever? Let's fakeadorite. I think it's fakeadorite. Wow, got my attention for a minute there, though. Oh, and it's all tangled. What a tangled web we weave. Right, I'm going in, trying to a bit of a detangle. It's all attached to something else. You see, when you first see this, you think, oh, looks like labradorite. Actually, I think it's kind of foiled glass, but it is very tangled up with something else. I'm just going to put that to one side for the minute and go for the more obvious big things that we need to get out of the way. This is a plastic, probably vintage, longer necklace. Oofed. That is one hell of a string of beads. That's not helping. I've got this thing here that's one great big long strand, and it looks like someone's just got every colour bead they can think of, but it's fat face. So it's not homemade. But I think it's a lot of it is different glass. I think it's all glass. Great big flapper length, tangled up with everything else. So we'll kind of part wrap to one side and then see if we can get some of these little ones out. Because they're tiny. I'm getting a sweat on now. Good job you can't see me. Sweating. Come on, out you come. Right, so it's got knotted up in itself. It's very cute. I think it is modern. Just a really sweet gold tone with a little drops there at the front. A little bit Y2K styly, I think. I will go through and take the strings off. I don't include that in my 2 kilo weight. And this necklace wants to come out. So come on. Out you come. There. Oofed. You do not want to come. Okay, this is quite cute. I'm not sure that's not how it's meant to be on there though. It's a little, I'm guessing silver tone heart with some things in, but I think that chain possibly, I don't know, maybe it does hang like that. Little chain, the chain's got a knot in it and it's unsilver. Hey, that's quite cute. There's no marking on it. I may test it just to make sure. Because, you know, it'd be rude not to, really, wouldn't it, after all this? This is a choker style necklace, sort of beady, seed beads. Might be handmade, might not. Quite cute. I don't suit them. I've got a skinny neck and it really doesn't work. It's not effective. Got a hot neck, I'll tell you that much. Very warm. Oh, good Lord. Really? So much going on here. I wonder if those are all part of the same thing. Oh, okay, right. We've got here a slidey. This is on the ends of it. But then we have a slidey so that you can decide exactly where stuff hangs. And this is by Esprit. Didn't know they did jewellery. That's quite nice, really. It's a nice modern piece. So that can definitely go into a lot because I think someone will enjoy that. Ooh. Lots of chains to undo. It's the only way to do it, sort of one at a time. This is quite a nice sort of satin glass pendant on a kind of collar length necklace. It's a nice shade of green, actually. Green never comes out properly on on the screen, does it? It always looks slightly bluer than it is. It looks very odd. Oh, we have an earring that looks like it matches that. So I'm hoping to find the other one because it can go in with the lot and then someone will have a set. I'm not seeing any sign of it at the minute. Right. Let's get you out of there. Things on strings. Shake, rattle and roll. Still doesn't want to come out. Right, you're interesting. What are you? Not quite sure. Just trying to loosen everything up a bit. It's all got a bit caught up in on itself. Something that says Swarovski crystal elements. I'm hoping that's intact. Ah, it's this. Here we go. And it seems to have all its little elements. They're kind of like sort of peachy, pinky peachy shades. They're not really showing up terribly in this light. I'm not seeing that as being silver. The backs are kind of dotted with dotty bits. But, you know, Swarovski elements, I'm guessing. No marks on anything, but that's rather nice. It's almost like a bunch of grapes. I'm not entirely sure what that is. It's a pendant and it seems to say it looks a bit rusty, so it's unlikely to be silver. Cannot make out what was on the front of it. Christopher, be my guide. Oh, St. Christopher. But it's very rusty, so I'm guessing that is St. Christopher under all the rust. He probably doesn't appreciate that. I wouldn't know. Not really my thing. I know very little. Here we go. It's a cute little necklace with faux pearls. Just a collar length one. That's on a very nice chain. I do like these sort of chains. I'm wondering if the chain is silver because it's a very different colour to the clasp. So I will test that because somebody might have fixed it on. I'll test anything. You know, once you've got the kit out, it doesn't take long, does it? There's a very plain little ball chain here. It has got a C clasp, but it hasn't got any markings, I don't think. This is where I've noticed my vision is not as good as it was, because I sort of have to squint to see. It's useful to chain if there's a... Oh, I've gone offline. Oh dear. Right, let's try this again. Let's try and restore the camera. This happens sometimes. I think my computer just gets too hot. Here I am. I hadn't noticed that. Little ball chain, nothing special, but useful. Here we have a copper toned necklace. A lot of necklaces in this one. There we go. Right, that's got a few tangulations, but it's going to be a modernist thing with a little dingly dangly arrangement on it. It's not by anyone in particular. It can come in a lot. Still finding tickets on things. Still very tangulated. I'm not seeing any sign of the rest of that chain, which is a shame, but there you go. This is very bright and shiny and it feels extremely plasticky, I have to say. It's a bit of a corker though. It's not going to tell me who made it either. Oh, nice and bright there. All in good order. All of its stains are there. Some nice baguette stains on that actually. Just feels incredibly light. All AB crystals though. Nice. Let's go for the stuff that's already out. Oh, nice little 4-leaf clover. Comes with a feather, which I was finding a little unsettling, but these are glass beads, nice end caps. It's good. Excuse me, coughing and spluttering. Ah, yes, this was the unlabradorite thing. I'm wondering if it's a hair thing or a... It's a bit weird. Doesn't have a clasp. I'm not entirely sure how you wear it, but it does look very sweet. As I say, they're not they're not labradorite, but they give that look, that vibe. This is the thing that's broken, so if I can get this out, then maybe we stand a chance. Finding other things. Where's your clasp? Doesn't want to tell me. It is actually broken because something's dropped off the end of it. I think it probably had a tassel. And that will end up in craft. The only thing is I can't get it out at the minute. Now this has been fascinating. I'm guessing this is a belt. I love it actually. How cool is that for a belt? Really nice. Antiqued metal look. Really nice. Yeah, it must be a belt. I will definitely sell that. I might try and wear it myself, and then I might sell it because I'll be like, oh, it doesn't suit. It's very heavy. Really nice. So that's one I will sell. I do alright with belts. I'm going to put that back in the box though because it's flipping heavy. Random beads. Random beads. Ah. Yes, you'd always get one of these in a job lot. Which is oh, and it's lost one of these. And I'm not seeing it here. So I've got that. We'll have to go into craft. Sometimes if one has dropped out, it's easy enough to put it back in again. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. This is very cute. This is glass. It's square cut glass things with a little... it's very warm though. I might put that in for craft because someone can use the findings. So a whole area before the little oak leaf where the coppers come through. So crafting. We're getting more craft this time. I think it's fair to say, but like anything, it's swings and roundabouts. Try and find something. I'm just show you without having to go through 50,000 knotages. Come on. Come on. That looks like a silver clasp on the invisible wire thing. That's looking very much the right colour. So right, let's look at this first. This is I think this is one of those little religious things. It's incredibly lightweight, but sometimes people put these on good chains. Not in this case. It's a vintage chain, but yeah, cute. And that fat face one has come out. That's really nice. Still might put that in a lot simply because I know me and I know how much time I've got. So if someone else can enjoy that, there's a broken bit of something. And a random odd earring. Once again, craft. So we didn't get that other earring to go with the necklace. I think these are so cute. They're all in little tiny chips. These look like stones, so you've got things like amethyst and carnelian, quartz, and all of the stones. It's a bit of a chakra thing. And in fact, I'm pretty sure this clasp is silver. I still think these have a bit of a following. They're very 90s, but why not? Okay, let's have a look at the clasp and see. Because this has been very thin on silver. I can't see a mark, but I reckon that probably is. And I love these anyway, so I'm going to sell that as a bit of a hippy-dippy lot. And there's a few here that need to untangle. Let's put sure we've undone all of the clasps. There's a couple of things in there that look at least slightly interesting, so we will persist. Because that's not bad, nearly. Ah, that's a drop. Gosh, that's a long drop. I thought it was a bracelet, but it actually hangs on the end of a necklace. And here is said necklace. That would hang right down into the valley, wouldn't it? You've really got to be very comfortable with the drawing attention to the crystal area. They're really nice. They're all slightly different coloured shades of blue. They're definitely, I don't know, they might be plastic, it might be glass. It's hard to tell when it's very hot. But that's very sweet indeed. Yeah. Right, things are coming out now. Oh, anyone for football? We have a football themed one going next. I mean, to be honest, even that little piece of gold would probably cover the cost of the entire 2 bags, which I think worked out about £30 thereabouts, including the postage. There's a bit of a discount for me more than one. I had 2 bags. It came very quickly. The box had been sitting there winking at me all weekend. Right, this is a very cute little football. Little football there. Who did we buy? We've got to make Claire's. Oh, there you go. Who knew? Claire's and random bead. I have to get this big chunky thing out so that I can put it into craft, because it's got some really nice crystals and things. But there's a thin chain in here that I'm trying to be really careful about. Yes. Okay. One of these might be multi-stranded. That's what's causing the confusion. Yeah. Here we go. Right. Is this broken or is it not? Right, this has got a very strange clasp on it. So this is, I would imagine, fairly vintage. And this has a series of little things. I'm guessing this is brass. Looks like that's brass. It was that chain that interested me, so I thought, ooh, that could be something really interesting. But I'm not entirely sure. I'll look into it a bit more. Don't think it's anything too special. What has gone on now? You're all broken, so you can come out of it. It's catching everything on a little hook. Right, come off. Okay, if I can get this out, we can go straight into craft, and then we're very nearly there. I can see a little necklace with a dolphin on it, which is costume. I just have to have a look at the other bag. Let's see how we go. Oh, we're so nearly there. Come on. Out you come, out you come. Yes, yes, yes. Let go. Let go, let go, let go. Yeah, I might detangle that just a bit later on because it's still a touch of this weird thing. I'll come back to that later. Well, one bag down. Oh, there's an earring I overlooked. Just with some little faux pearls. It's nothing special. It's an odd earring, so that's a shame. We've got a couple of odd earrings, but you never know. They might have a friend in the other bag. That's everything. So, round 2, anyone? I can't not now. No, sadly. If you need to go be doing other things, I completely understand. baggy two. Let's get the loop out first so we can lose it in a pile. Here we go. Here it comes. Oy. I think these bags are somewhat more randomy than the others. Gold stars, anyone? Useful for someone's crafting, I suppose. Things in a bag. Something somebody thought was worth £10. Not entirely sure what. It's not leapt out at me yet. Right, it's probably in a bag, so it's either broken or somebody thought it was very special. I'm trying to figure out which it might be. Here it is. It seems to be missing a couple of those beads. I'm thinking that's going to have to go into craft. Yeah, I think so. I'm not going to make the time. I know what I'm like. Right. Oof. Well, here we are. That, folks, is an angel. Just the one. It's a flashing earring. Maybe it's got a friend. Just put it over there and see if its friend turns up. Ooh. It's funny how there's certain jewellery that you just see over and over and over again. Once you've been doing this for a while, it all becomes very familiar. You're like, oh, you again. This is one of those sort of pieces. It's enamel. It looks basically unworn. It's very it's in very good condition, but I've seen too many, I'm afraid, so that will go. A little bracelet there, silver tone, with these faceted acrylic beads in various shades. Very nicely done. But no one's claiming that they made it. Always a bit of a shame. Here we have a set of earrings on a card here. These look quite nice. I don't know if it could be silver. I'm thinking possibly not. Definitely not. It's just something of the look of a plating. And they're very nice. Go in there. Oh, I like the look of. Oh, look. Oh, how cute. It's an aeroplane with moving propellers. How cool is that? Nice gold tone. Is there a signature on the back? It'd be nice if there was, because it's kind of cool. You need to sleep, Jerry. Yes, of course you do. Yeah, we can always watch catch up. Go and get some rest. It's nice to see you in here. Yeah, I can't see a signature. That is a really nice thing. That's kind of cool. Woo. No, hang on. That's forward. Nobody wants a backwards flying plane. I rather like that. I might try and sell that. I love it when they have some movement in them. Okay. Here we have a Shelley made. Who's makes it? It's the next one. There we go. Purpley shells. Purpley shells. Nice little cha-cha bracelet. Oh, hello. Pilgrim. Look at the size of that. It's Pilgrim. Let me undo the chain a bit because it's got exceptionally tangled. It's got its little stones in. Oh. And it's on a Pilgrim chain, which is good. The chain is original to it. That should be quite a long thing. Looks like it should be silver, but it can't be because it's not marked as silver. That is cool. I will sell that. Oh, Lisa, hello. What are we saying? You're not logged onto any resale channel in ages. Oh, yeah. That's it. Thank you. Love a bit of love from Devon. Haven't been down that way in quite some time. I am desperately not desperately, but I am very keen to try and do a little bit of a road trip, because I want to try heading south and then heading across west, and just having a bit of a travel about and seeing some charity shops and maybe meeting up with people or bumping into them for a lunch. I really like that. That is such nice quality. I'm very pleased with that. That will be being sold at some point in the future, really. Love that. This is vintage or vintage style. We're one. No clasp. All the colours of autumn, faux pearls. It's all plastic and resin and what have you. That's really nice. Oh, I love these. This is a wish necklace, and it's got the. Oh, if I can get it out and show you, it'll be even nicer. It has the little seed from the dandelion seed in it, which is about making a wish. These were very popular at one time. I don't know if they have any popularity now, but I think they're fun. Right, we're trying to get that out of there. Will you release? Please release. Yes, here we go. There's just a bit of a nottage with this other thing. Oh, no. Yep. Through there. You know how sometimes you want to do something, you think you just made it worse. Right. Here we go. So a lovely little clear little seed. And it's not one of the tiny ones. It's like a resin. I don't quite like those. I'm not sure they have a sold value, but I will investigate. We'll investigate. That's come off a pendant. Sort of antique brass finish. It's not named, but it's not missing any pieces, so we'll see if we can find its chain. That would be nice. Here's a very sweet handmade friendship bracelet in black and white, colours I heartily approve of. Then there's little random bits floating around. Okay, this is not quite my thing. It's a fabric neck bracelet, but it's in very good order. This is a wooden one. That's quite unusual. Lots of nice colours in it. On a barrel clasp, and that's going to be vintage. That's kind of cute. That can go in a lot. Oh, chunky plastic. Are we broken? Yes, we're broken. Sadly, there's some quite decent beads in there. Let's do something with that. Oh, cute little vintage brooch. Lots of little faux pearls in there and some rhinestones. Let's see if you're anybody. I'm not seeing anything. Put this pin back in though, because that gets a bit stabby. Just missing a little pearl as well, but I often need things with little pearls, so I might keep that for harvesting if I can't find its replacement pearl. I don't try and repair many things, but there's some things you just kind of feel you want to give a go. Oofed, there's a ring. Sparklies. Got a sparkly ring. Unsilver, but adjustable, kind of cool. I end up in a rings lot. Oh, again, texturally a bit of a surprise. This is I thought it was metal, it's actually leather. That was just a textural surprise, which I'm not very good at. It's unexpected. Oh, okay, that would have been sharp. Here we have a hat pin, I'm guessing. It's quite pointy. It's not missing any stones, but if I'm sending that anywhere, it needs to be wrapped properly and not on the loose. See, okay, we're in a bag. Let's get rid of the label. Nobody needs the label. This is just a very cute copper, rose gold toned tree of life. Oh, got some little sparklers on that side. Never been worn, clearly. Very cute. And that's one of the symbols that I can always forget. Could possibly be jewels. It looks like a J. But that's really rather cute. In fact, I'll pop it in the bag so that it doesn't get knocked about. Because it's very cute. Oh, didn't mean to throw that. Right, okay. There's a few. It's got a little stretch in it, but not very much. Sorry, that's just my computer trying to tell me something. Because that will happen. I'm going to put that in craft because I think if that got somebody picked it up, it would explode. Right, let me just close that. There we go. Lainey, hello, lovely. Hiya. Oh, you're near Torquay. Oh, fabulous. I'll have to plan a route. I'll get very planful. My little bee does like to drink petrol. The old camper van. This is rather cute. Sort of hearts. These are resins, not stone or anything, but cute little necklace there. What I say? Cameo, anyone? A little cameo ring there. Oh, again, missing some tiny pearls. That's really rather unfortunate. I have to go into a craft lot so I can do something with it. I think that's seen better days as bangles go. Might just be binnable. I try not to bin things, obviously. Ah, now this will go with the bracelet we saw earlier. It goes very much with the bracelet, so I will put that in the same bag. Because people like things that match. There. Memory wire. Nice little bracelet there. Lots of memory left in the wire. Red and black. Quite nice. Good colourway for the up and coming season. Oh, wow. I'm saying oh, wow, because it's all a bit... I'm not entirely sure what's going on here. Ah, that must be meant to be an earring. That's quite an earring, isn't it? Sort of Indian wedding style, I'm thinking Bollywood style. Very light. I wonder if there's another one to that, because they're rather fun. So let's put that with the odd earrings. It's got a large pile of odd earrings assembling at the front here. Here we have one of these, because that has the shell. Sort of stretchy memory wire type bracelet. We've got heavy on the bracelets this time. Oh, yeah, we are. What I may do with the bags is if I get too many of one thing, I tend to just go to bags that I haven't yet listed and kind of muddle things around a bit so there's a bit of everything and that everybody doesn't end up with just the one thing. It's a bit... I might put that in craft actually because it's the stretch. I don't trust the stretch. Wow, okay. I'm saying wow because I've just... Oops. Literally got a whole card full of very 80s, I would say, style earrings. And they all are or not, I don't know. I'll have to look more closely at them. See, a lot of them have got these backs on them. These ones haven't. These are slightly different. They might be glass and silver, quite possibly. But yes, I mean, you know, every neon popping colour going there. I might take this pair off because they're definitely different and don't belong. I'm really not convinced that those are silver, but they might be. In which case I can put them in a silver earring knot. But especially with these little studs, it's you know, it isn't really worth selling them individually unless there's something incredibly lovely stone in the middle. So I'll do a little lot of those. Can go there then. But they're kind of cool, aren't they? Someone obviously liked the pink ones. Let's use the pink ones at the top. How cool is that? Oh, goodness. Oh, okay, these are like a little dog tag thing. Sort of probably Claire's or something similar. 2 little dog tags with diamantes, rhinestones on a silver tone chain. No maker there. But they're very cute. They've got all their stones. And they look like they haven't been worn. An old earring. I'm pretty sure the necklace to that is in there as well. It'd be nice if we can find some matches. Plastic stretches. Looks a little worn. It looks like it's going to be... Oh. Is that going to be M&S? These ones with a little crystally ball one. A very, very popular design. A few years back. It says M&S. I know sometimes they do silver. This is worth an inspection. This one I think is just really nicely silver plated. I'm pretty sure that's what that is, but that is cute. I'll just make sure it's not missing any of its little stones. Nope, they're all there. So that's a lovely M&S. Oof, that's come off something. That's actually quite dangerous, so we'll just put that to one side. Bookmark isn't jewellery either, but that's what I'm... 2 bookmarks. Okay, definitely not jewellery. We have one with an angel. Little angel one. Don't know what we'll do with those really. Oh, I'm going to sneeze next. There's going to be 3. It's usually 3. This is actually a really nice vintage one because it's enamelled. Bookmarks, very handy things. That's got the back, that sort of back pattern that looks a lot like the fish and crown, you know, with the little lines on it. But there we go, bookmarks. How random. You know, I like a book as much as the next person. I just don't expect to find it in my jewellery. But these are some nice acrylic beads. They're black. I'm not seeing seams on them, so I'm mildly curious as to, you know, could be something nice. Who knows? I've learned from other people that don't just dismiss something that appears to be plastic. Here we have a European charms bracelet. I'm pretty sure none of this is silver. What's that mean? Bunny rabbit. I mean, they're so cute. It's hard to make a some of them could be silver and you just might be dismissing them. So it's always worth a little look-see. Definitely not. It's a bit too bright and a bit too untarnished. And it does have a little label, which is probably going to be something like M&S. No, it's Avon. Who knew that Avon did one of these? So, silver plated at the best. Right, kind of cute. Okay, so another nice glass seed bead. It's quite nice actually, some nice beads in there. It's a dangler. Also, everyone tells me that seed beads are having a moment. I'm not entirely convinced. It needs a little clean up before it goes anyway. So I might just put that to one side. Things that need a little fixing or a little clean up. Oh. Nice little pair of sparkly danglers. I think they're glass. It is hard to tell. It's very hard to tell. Are they missing anything? I think it's got all its bits. That's nice if it's got all its bits. But again, they'll probably go in my lot because I have too many earrings to count. Here is a very long set of faux pearlies, but these are nice glass ones. Let's go. These are nice quality. Nice heavyweight glass ones, no wear. I love the feel of them. I love the feel of glass bowls. Pat Butcher. Oh, well, if we remember Pat Butcher, that was quite some time ago. Pat Butcher, eh? Oh, here we go, nice dangly heart with a bit of leopard print, just in case the sparkles weren't quite enough. Here we go. Yeah, that's fine. Ah. I like the design of this one coming up. I like to separate it from its buddies. Detach. Let go. Another part of the same one. These was. Oh, that's very odd. How does that work? So you've got a necklace there, and then I think it must be supposed to hang down, but that's very odd. I'm not sure that particularly works. But it's not broken. That's just you know how you look at something and think, is it missing something or is it me? No, it's got all of its stones and some nice baguette. Nice baguette rhinestones, so that's pretty cool. But you do end up wondering, have I broken it? But no, I don't think I have. Some acrylic stones. I'm not sure of the crystal. And this is what was hanging in there. Ooh, what's going on there? It's very mucky. Probably brass. Yeah, choker with hanging chains. It probably is. Oof. I have to examine this more closely. I'm not entirely sure what it is. It looks like a chain with something on the end of it. I honestly couldn't tell you. Sorry, I'm sort of looking at it and going, what the merry heck is that? It doesn't move. It'll twist out. Will require some more explanation and investigation, I think. It smells like brass, so I don't think it's anything too special, but it's old. So it deserves a look, you see. A rotten old hair tie. A little pin with a train on. That's very cute. Let's have a close look at it, because sometimes pins can be something nice. This one I don't think is, but it's quite cute. Little tie tack or something like that. Oh, excuse me. This is what I was trying to say that I quite liked the look of. There. Oh, yes, that goes down there. Which is the front, which is the back? I think that's probably the front. It's just quite a nice 20s deco style design. It's not from the 20s, obviously. It is a lot more modern. There we go. It does have some wear, but nothing serious. It just needs a bit of a clean up. Yeah, quite cool. Not wrong with that. Oh yes, these bracelets, which I think are brilliant. They're a lovely thing. There's one with some little sparkles, but I can already see that some of the crystals are missing, so that's craft. And the same with this one. That's the problem, is the little crystals get knocked out. Right, where are we? Oh, cute little vintage brooch. Very rare that you find a brooch in things. I think they kind of know about brooches. Oh, hello, Jillybee. Hope you're well. Yeah, I'm not seeing a name or anything on this one. It's not the world's best quality, but it's a cute little vintage brooch. So I'll probably pop that in a little group with some others, and someone enjoy it. Another odd earring, plasticky, not glass. Yeah, that's well past its best because there's a fabric thing in there that's really not doing very well, so I might just get rid of that. Another big chain. They've liked their big chains today. As I just enjoy this process. I mean, it's nice when you do find good things, of course it is, but I really just quite like the process. And it is a good way of learning about new brands and new things you wouldn't have investigated or researched. These are resin beads, nice long flat length chain. Probably vintage. It has no clasp, so it's very hard to tell for sure. Little gunmetal tone bangle. Always worth an investigate. Cute little stretch. Again, I'm not sure that stretch is viable, so we'll oops, little things getting stuck. This is rather sweet. Little Cleopatra style seed bead necklace there in tones of sort of goldy and silvery and black and bronzy. So that's rather nice. Looks in good order. Yeah, that bag's getting quite full. Broken beadage from something. Another odd earring. We're definitely in that odd earring territory. Yeah, this is what they call a bolo, as in bolo necktie. Probably meant for an Aries. Here's a little rammy. I don't think it's anything special. It's not branded or anything, but you know, somebody might enjoy that, particularly if they happen to be an Aries. The marks anyway, quite nice. Oh, getting warmer now. Oh, I love these. I know they're everywhere, but I love them. They're just from a certain era. This isn't anything precious. The clasp is fairly ordinary. There's nothing special going on there, but just cute. I think these look quite good layered up, when you layer them up with the petrol ones and just have them all different lengths, which is what I will be planning on doing. You know, one strand on its own is a bit kind of unimaginative, but the whole thing. Oh, these are for glasses. Glasses or a handbag, I'm guessing. Just really complete with a hair, which nobody wants. It's an uninvited guest in the bagging area, not wanted. Yeah, I'll bag that up again. Stop it getting more tangulated. Oof. Well, as you can see, we are getting down towards the bottom. Thing in a bag, always worth a look. Oh, a very tiny, very thin brooch. Brooches. And a gold tone little bracelet. Very cute. We could put charms on that. It's not plated in anything special or anything like that, but that looks pretty much unworn. Kind of a basis for a charm bracelet. Here we've got some more beady goodness. Barrel clasp, which I'm failing to do up, but these are probably plastic. Someone might have made that, and it's really rather sweet. Whew. Got a match to that earring. Where did you go? There you are. Here we go. Nice little pair of them. I stay in my hands. I can only apologise. Little pair of earrings. They might be silver, those hooks, in which case I might just keep the hooks and dispense with the earrings. Except this, I think, goes with it. It's in exactly the same tone of seed bead. So I think somebody's made a little set. And I think that's sterling. So I've got to be right, but I'm not going to cannibalize something if it's set, because that's just rude. Can't see. Cannot see for sure. Might not be, but either way, that is a little set, so they should stay together. There we go. Little set. Okay, what else have we got? Can't do German names. Yeah, Veranda would be an unusual first name. But you know, I mean, I have memory bank fail all the time. This is an M&S. It's a nice layering piece with the resin in the purpley pinks. I mean, M&S jewellery is not cheap. I don't know if any of you have had a look lately, but it's quite something. Oh no, I've just seen this. Another little pin or a tie tack, and that looks like a G with some little Diamante type things in there. Sadly, it's not anything special, but it's rather cute. It would have been nice if it's been something special, but it's not, clearly. But this is, do you remember this stuff? I had silver and pearl things like this with this sort of ball and chain kind of design. It's kind of cute. It's not particularly worn, it's just a bit grubby, as things tend to be when they've been left somewhere for a certain amount of time. Oh, very magnetic. Good stretching it. Magnetic bracelet. Oh, something small here. I always think it could be interesting, but not always. Where are you? You're small and you're tangulated. Very delicate chain here. It's got a cross in it, and again, I think the cross itself is probably not silver, but the chain might be. Again, because people want to wear their souvenir from Lourdes or wherever they've been, Rome, and they put it on a nicer chain because that's what they want to do. Brain is not braining. Right, here we go. Here we go. There's a tiny little crucifix, I should call it, not a cross. A crucifix actually has chappy on there. The cross doesn't. I was schooled in that the other day. You think I would know, really, but yeah, trying to remember these things. Okay, I'm having a little look. I cannot see a hallmark, but I will test, because the chain itself is a very, very delicate little thing, and could be very useful, because I do have silver pendants without chains. So you can always match them up. As long as they're the right period and time. This is a very lightweight. I think I'm going to put this to craft because I think it's been a little too loved for resale. What's going on here? It takes a while to work things out sometimes. Yeah, but you've got no clasp. That's not going to work, is it? Oh, no, it's a bracelet, that's why. It's a 3-strand bracelet in kind of an antique brass effect. That's quite sweet. I don't know who makes it, but it took me a minute to work that one out. Yeah, a few nights of not sleeping brilliantly have taken their toll on the old treasure bird's mind. Wandered off, never to be seen again. Right, more knotted going on here. Okay, we have fairly classic design here of a sparkly pendant on a silver tone chain. It's got collar length. Very nice. This is the one. I think this is silver. That would be nice. It's lovely to find a little bit of silver. It's certainly got the razor blade on it, so that's all really encouraging. It feels very nice. It's a feel thing, isn't it? Those of you who do this really good. Oh, it just feels nice. But I can tell you the smell of base metals around here is quite something. Here we have, on this beautiful little chain, eventually a tiny, tiny flower. I can have a look on the back of the flower and see if it says anything. Okay, the flower does say S95 on the bail. Actually, it looks like they may have applied a tiny bit of gold to the stamens, the sticky out bits at the front. So that's really cute. And I'm going to look at the chain. And that also says 925. I will test, because these things that seem very new and bright and shiny sometimes aren't what they seem. So that's going to need a little bit of investigation. It did feel nice though. Oh, I like these cute little way. That's got a knot in it, but it's a little wide up. And a bezel set teardrops. Very cute. Very cute, very cute. Burden by what's going on here. That looks like it could be, because it's on a C clasp. That says 95, and that's a more believable mark than on the last one. So that's silver, so I will be untangling. I do test with my silver anyway, obviously it's fully hallmarked, I don't really need to. But anything that just says 925 or S925 tends to get a very close inspection, because it just might not be. Here we've got, now this I think matches up a little bit. I think we had a necklace earlier. It was this sort of resin. Again, I don't think it's silver, but it's a very nice toggle clasp with a little flower, a leaf. And it might warrant a closer inspection, because it's peering down the have a good old peer at it. I can't see any marks there. I just think it's quite nicely plated. That's fine, I can go with its friend, the necklace. Okay, I've got some gunmetal tone ones here. We have quite a nice cha-cha type necklace. These beads are resin rather than glass, which makes it a lighter weight and easier to wear, I think, for a lot of people. That's rather cute. If I can detangle this one a bit. This is also resin. This is a drop. This looks like it might be M&S as well. Oh, Avon. I keep doing that. It's the different shape. They have a kind of a elliptical shape. That's an Avon. That's the front. Let's just make sure we're not missing any stones. I do my best to make sure things are sound, but occasionally something slips through and it's like, whoop. I was hoping that was going to be Pilgrim for a minute there, because it looked very much like it was. It's a Pilgrim wannabe. Still quite cute. Still intact. Nothing, absolutely nothing wrong with it. Sadly not Pilgrim. And I've got enough Pilgrim to list, never mind anything else. That's fishy things. Something a little tribally now. I think these are resin rather than a stone. Very much in a sort of more modern version of Miracle, I'm thinking. Seed beads. But I, from what I can feel, I don't think it's a made with glass seed beads. I think it's more likely to be a resin, and it's not signed. But you know, really rather nice. Something else going on up here. More tanglings. Got a nice long extender on it actually, which is thoughtful of them. Yeah, this stuff's going to be split over several bags. I think some faux pearlies with some nice glass beads. Now this goes with the, there was a bracelet. So sometimes things are a little matched. And that's the bracelet, the necklace that goes with the bracelet, so they will go together. Try and keep like with like. We're very near the end. Very near the end indeed. M&S once again. Classic M&S, little suit beady and shell. Purple again. Purple definitely on display in this box. Oh, hang on, what's going on here? Right, we have an invisible wire with some acrylic, and we also have an accessorise necklace, also with all of its beads intact. I'm not going to detangle those because they'll only tangle up again. Pop those in there, and the very last necklace there is a accessorise again, isn't it? Oh, Claire's actually. Okay, that's rather nice for Claire's. But it's missing stones, I can see right away. Craft. So what we have left after that is a very lightweight charm that's not anything. We have some pairs of, that's not a pair, is it? Some plastic earrings that are modern ones, they're not Bakelite ones. 2 pairs of earrings. Wow, 1 earring. That's kind of cool. It's 1 earring there. Why can't you have a friend? Don't think it's anything. No, it's not going to be anything. Chain. Yes, it had a gold colour wire, if you like. But no, it's not gold. And I've also lost the little pin that goes in the back, so that's an odd earring. And then the final. Right, okay, these go with the silver. See the tiny little flowers with the gold centre? They go with that silver necklace. Yeah. So I'll put those together. They've got no backs with them currently. The backs might be loose somewhere. And they're not going to be marked because they're so tiny. But, you know, a little bit of silver, a couple of interesting vintagey looking pieces. And what's really saved the day on this, because the rest of it's been a little uninspiring, is that gold, the 14 karat gold. And there's very little of it. Let me weigh it for you. Scales, it's not the most accurate weighing, but, you know, even a little bit goes a long way, doesn't it, when it's gold? 0.7 of a gram. That's about 20p's worth, I reckon. Well, maybe a little more than that. But, you know, it'll go in the scraps pile. And like I say, we did it for the fun of it. We weren't expecting amazingness. So thank you so much for joining me. It's very kind of you to pop along. I'm sweating now. How lovely. Yes, you've got to run, Lizzie. That's fine. Take care. We'll see you later. Yes, crafting. I've got many, some bits of, I mean, that stuff that's broken, that's not that bad. It's probably about not even half a kilo out of it all. So, yeah, could have been a lot worse. So thank you for joining me. I'm going to disappear now and get some lunch because I'm bloody starving and it's 2 o'clock. And I will see you all next time. Thanks ever so much. Take care now. Bye-bye now. Yes.